were you more impressed with Neville Gallimore or Randy Gregory's sack? The one where Gallimore just completely overwhelmed the center and then got to the quarterback? Or were you impressed by Randy's sack where the ball goes flying out of Allen's hand?
I liked Gregory's. My favorite thing that Gregory did, though, was when he was laying down next to Heineke while Heineke was sitting there, and he was just like smiling at him like, we're going to be here a lot. But no, I'm going to go Gallimore because and thoughts and prayers to the center. I hope that he's fine and he's going to be okay. Yeah, Larson.
Yeah.
But that's soul snatching. When you take the center all the way to the quarterback and essentially tackle them both, and they both need to be helped off the field, that's not human. And Gregory does more awesome things more often, so Gallimore gets his moment here. Gallimore.
I was impressed, too. A real quick, Joe, if I could. I was so impressed that he took the center so far back into Heineke that he hurt the center with Heineke with the center is what he did.
Yeah, it's like fighting little kids right there.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, the center could never set his feet. He's just like, it's one of those things like, oh no, it's like he got caught in a revolving door and you're just getting thrown all over the place and stuff. But the fact that he took him all the way back, but Gregory's sack was huge too. General, I'm sorry I interrupted you there.
No, I love that. That's those NFL weights. I don't want, I think you guys make great points about Gallimore. It was very impressive. There was a surprise factor, but I don't think you can overlook, Randy's length and his speed and his relentlessness. And that's what you saw right there. I don't know how many other players in the league make that sack.
Yeah, I think to me, if you look at that, the game was really in the balance. If you think about it, I mean, they've got the ball with a chance to either go tie it or win it kind of a thing. And you needed that play. I mean, your defense had played great all game, and then all of a sudden you needed a play. And what fitting than Randy Gregory making a big play and knocking the ball out of Allen's hand and having it end up in your hands. Okay. Defensive turnaround credit. Dan Quinn and staff or the players?
I'll go with Dan Quinn because I don't think last year's coaching staff or other coaching staffs would have been able to get what they got out of these guys. And I'm talking about putting them in position to succeed, coaching them up with their techniques, and then coaching up their mental game. Like, to be confident like this reminds me of what Dan did with the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, I give Dan a lot of credit because I think that we got to see the polar opposite of coordinators, like the worst one ever and then a really good one, which is really fun. But to me, I'm going to give the biggest portion of credit to Micah Parsons. I think he's changed everything. I think guys go down, it's like, cool, Micah will do it. Guys come back, it's like, all right, Micah will go do that. But regardless, Micah Parsons is just out here wrecking games, and I think that it's helping literally everyone.
Yeah, I give the players some credit because I think they're playing better coverage-wise and some things like that. I mean, them adding Curse and, guys like that, they're kind of stepping up that they didn't have. Parsons, Curse, I mean, yeah, we've seen, with Randy. I think, though, General, you make a great point, though, about Quinn because he's also, like you said earlier, you were saying, oh, well, hell, they had other defensive ends out there instead of, Randy playing. When Randy should have been the guy last season. So I like it. It was one of those questions where I'm like, man, the players are playing really well, but Dan's and the staff is doing a great job of putting them in that position in order for them to play well. So, okay, guys, if Kellen Moore could fix one area of the offense right now, what direction do you think he would go?
Oh, Dak. Can I just fix the quarterback?
Yeah, sure.
Make him see the field again?
Kind of tell me what's...
Make him make good decisions again?
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's what I would kind of like him to do. Well, I can't make him responsible for that. If I had Kellen Moore fix one thing, I would stop smashing the ball into the A-gap 15 times a game and start running the ball outside more often. I would start handing the ball to wide receivers coming in motion more often. I would try to creatively figure out a way to get better than 3.5 yards per carry because right now it feels like the run game is just wasted plays. Mm-hmm. So I would try to find a way that is not, and Next Gen Stats does a great job. You can look up any player. Like you can look up Ezekiel Elliott from yesterday's game, and what you're going to see is his 12 or 14 or whatever runs, and 12 of them are go smash into the line. One is outside the tackle.
Yeah.
I want CeeDee Lamb in the backfield taking handoffs. I want CeeDee Lamb in the backfield running routes on linebackers. I want the jet sweep guy to get the ball. I want teams to wonder, where is the ball going and who's going to have it, not smash it into a Big Ten crap. I've been watching some Big Ten stuff with the Cowboys running game, and you know how I feel about the Big Ten.
You do. You don't
the Big Ten is the enemy of football.
Yeah.
We need to throw it. We need to have fun.
And you'd have some fun. General?
Okay.
Fix something for Kellen Moore.
I am going to fix Dak, and I'm going to give him 100% body in a real off season to recover. I think he might be fatigued right now with all the work that he's done. But yeah, I think a lot of the play calling stuff from Kellen Moore, and I know it's a crazy conspiracy, but I don't think they're showing the defense a creative and coordinated run game, because they know run game and defense wins in January. Against the Saints and then against the football team, they come out and all they need to do is run it for 1 first down to the game over. They're passing.
Right.
I think they're getting into these situations and playing games with the analytics of game planning from the defensive coordinators once you get to the playoffs. So I don't know if I want that fixed. I kind of like smashing the ball into the A-gap and not running the ball well if your plan is we're going to get back to doing what we really do in the run game once we get to the games that matter.
Yeah.
I don't think full sandbagging is right, but there's a couple of situations where I don't think they're playing their best cards right now. But to answer your question, fix Dak. And this is atrocious. This is like, if he hadn't gotten paid, I don't want to make it about his money, but if he hadn't gotten paid and he was playing like this, the negotiation would be totally different.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, though, to me, if I could fix one thing for Kellen Moore, I want to fix his offensive line. And I know what you're saying about Dak and those guys, and it's not perfect with him right now. There's a lot of things going on there. I think more of him, generally you bring up the physical side of it. That very well could. Mental side, I think, is really huge for him right now. But this offensive line's not the same. It's not. And you looked at early in the year when they were 6-1, they were better. They did a much better job of creating space, protection. There were things, this offense could do. It was like, oh, well, here, throw the ball here, run it here. There was so much to that just because the line was playing so much better. And I kind of feel like that if it wasn't in such flux right now, that maybe that they would be better. So if I was Kellen Moore, I would try and fix, or I would hope for him that I could fix the offensive line. Okay.
Maybe that would fix Dak, letting him do his normal timing.
Yeah, I do. Okay, my final one for you guys. Bones Fassel was up to his shenanigans again before half yesterday. Did you see that?
Oh, when we ran into the punter?
Ran into the punter.
Yeah, we're good at that.
You think
just the 5-yarder?
Yeah, but they used a
timeout. When it was plant leg.
Yeah, they used a timeout to try and get Dak some time to have, and then you go and try and block the punt.
I like it.
What, you like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
screaming
again.
I think I might be on team never call the punt block. I just feel like
they block punts, but
right? They do,
but you're trying to get the ball back to the offense. The whole setup was call a timeout, get the ball back. I swear to God, I thought it was roughing the punter. I thought that was rough. And I was sitting on the couch behind you, and I was losing my mind.
Fortunately, the punter was kind of in the air, and if you hit all of him, that's just running into, which is a great rule.
Yeah.
Because his leg's not planted.
I want more of it, Let's make these punters nervous. If it's more than 5 for the first down, just don't hit the plant leg. It's only 5 yards.
Yeah.
I think it was an interesting decision by the rules committee to change how they officiate that. Mm-hmm. And a team's going to start taking advantage of it and cream these punters, and I'd like to see it be the Cowboys. Oh, 5 yards? Oh, sorry about your luck.
4th and 15, and we're just going to smash the punter.
Tear him up. Yeah. He's going to be ducking for cover by the time you get to his next punt. He ain't going to be able to hit that thing. He might miss. He might whiff.
It's funny. I would have not expected that from you, but I appreciate it. I think I lean towards Jeff's side. Seriously, I was losing my mind. I thought he did it again. Before the half, he couldn't help himself.
Yeah.
He couldn't help himself. So, well, hey, they only got 5 yards.